Hi everyone, here's a little leg workout to get you through. I'm going to start off with some chair mountain climbers. We are working 40 seconds on to 20 seconds of rest. Coming down into your plank, core is tight, arms slightly bent, and here we go. And begin. All right, now we're going to position our chair on our mat so it doesn't slide. We're coming down into a really nice squat, just touching the side of the chair, the edge of the chair, and coming down into a nice low lunge. Again, squat and lunge. Make sure that your knees and toes are in line. And have a seat. We have a few seconds of rest right here before we get on to the other side. Remembering to keep your core in nice and tight, navel to spine. Everything nice and tight. Here we go. Tight little squat, touch, and down. Last time. All right. Now we're going to get on to the other side. And now just turn my mat sideways so you guys can see a little bit better. All right. Here we go. First side, back to the start. Last time here, and drag it back in. All right, getting on to the other side. Few more seconds of rest here, getting set up into position. And here we go. Last slide, and bring it up. All right, nice. All right, so we're using our chair once more. We're gonna do some knee ups onto the chair. I'm gonna hold a weight. You can grab a weight if you'd like. We're stepping up, touch, and down. We've got 15 seconds to rest. Grab some water if you need it. All right, we're getting right on that same leg. Weight up, and here we go. Last one, and take a rest. Okay, now we're going to get onto the other side. Starting out, your core is nice and tight, shoulders are back. And here we go. Little pelvic tilt at the top, really squeezing that glute of your opposite leg. And take a rest. 15 seconds of rest. Ready to start it up for set 2. Final set. Here we go. And bring it on down. All right, nice work. Okay, next. What does that say? Okay, next we're going to do some quad work. I've got my band. I'm going to place it around my foot, around the leg of the chair. I'm coming up, extend, lift, and lower. Okay, so sitting up nice and tall. Bring it up. All right, so you're adding that extension here. So it's in the up, extend. Core is tight. And resting. All right, going into our second set, we're going to keep the band on the same leg, and then we'll switch when we're done with this set. So once again, we're extending the leg out straight. All right. In 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Toes pointed. Breathing. Knee slightly lifts, leg slightly extends. Now it's a small movement. If the band rolls up on your ankle, that's fine. All right, so releasing your foot from that band. Yeah, all right. Getting over onto the other side. I always start out with the top of my foot, with the band on the top of my foot, but it never stays there. Okay, we've got 3 seconds. And here we go, lift, extend. Chest is lifted, core is tight. Try to maintain good posture. Okay, last one on that side. I'm going to turn my chair the other way so that you might be able to see a little better. Okay, once again, heading into our second set right here, and go. Ooh, all right. And release your feet, come up to standing. Yes. Okay, next move, we're going to do some squat hops with a weight. So we're going to get rid of the chair for now. And the band. All right, I have my single weight here. And we're just going to begin squat hop, touch the weight onto the floor. Here we go. Arms are straight. And rest. Heart rate should be elevated nicely. right, we've got our second set coming up right here. Three, two, and one. Woo. All right, those are no joke. Coming down. All right. Moving on. All right, so we're gonna grab our ball for this one. All right, gonna bring our ball over and we're going to roll right out onto the mat. Now, you want your midsection to actually be on the ball. Your hips are open and your feet are touching behind you. Squeeze and lower. All right, we've got about 3 more right here. 2, 1, and take your break. All right, we're gonna do 1 more set of those and then have a stretch. We've got 3, 2, and 1, and here we go. Squeezing those glutes. And relax, roll it back right onto your ball. Just around your spine here, holding here, and just coming back. Really just letting your spine round around your ball. Now, if you don't have a ball, that's okay. You can do that move that we just did using a bench or something. Just put a towel on it. If it's hard, make sure that it's soft for you. But if you don't have a ball for this stretch that we're doing right now, you can just do the child pose and just relax. Taking some nice deep breaths. Just let your head hang down all the way to the floor. Really want to stretch the back out today. Right, and just roll it back a little bit. Just allowing your back to curve around the ball. This kind of balance ball is really just like your best friend at home right now. If you don't have one at home, I recommend that you do get one. They're a pretty cheap tool. It's just so helpful to have something like this to stretch your back out on. And what we're going to do next is we're actually going to do a back bend on this ball. So I'm going to bring the ball right behind us. Have a seat right on top of it. And we're just going to begin by walking our feet down and opening our arms nice and wide, bringing them up for good range of motion here. Your feet are wide because you want to give yourself a nice base of support for balance, okay? Just relaxing your back, allowing your back to curve around your ball, reaching. Hands and feet are in contact with the floor. And just take a couple deep breaths in here. And bringing your arms wide out to the side. Feeling that stretch in your chest. If you did the workout yesterday, the upper body one, you will really enjoy this stretch right here that's happening. Just relax your hips a little bit lower, softer into the ball. And move your arms back and forth, nice and easy. Now we're going to slowly bend our knees and we're going to move our back. We're going to do a few hip bridges right here. So our upper body is on the ball. You can place your hands behind your head for support your neck. You're just going to squeeze and lower. It's a really tiny move right here, so just squeezing and lowering. Once again, make sure your feet are wide enough so you have good balance here as your upper body balances on the ball. Just breathing, just allowing your lower back to release. Any tension that you're feeling in your lower back, just let it release. And we're going to slowly begin to come up onto the ball, walking our feet up. A little bit of a crunch right here as we sit. There we are. And we're going to make some circles. We're going to do some hip circles on the ball right here. So just really going to come around to the same side. Hands are on the knees. Just making a nice wide circle right here. Really stretching into those hip flexors and those glutes. One more time going in this direction. And now we're going to turn it around and come around the other way. All right, now I'm going to come up to standing. Roll that ball away for now. Okay, so we're going to just continue to stretch out the back a little bit. We're going to take a nice deep breath up right here. Slight back bend. We're going to forward fold, placing your hands on your shins. Now your back is nice and flat and your head is in line with your spine. Deep breath. And now walking your hands down to the top of your feet. Drop your head down. Just stretching out through those hips. And we're going to walk it down into plank position. So we're in plank. Our feet are a little bit wider. They're about as wide as our hands are. All right. And we're going to bring one foot and knee up, placing it on the mat. We're going to push back into that opposite hip, reaching nice and long with that leg behind. Right here, you should really be feeling this stretch in your hip, your glute area, and in your lower back. We're reaching up with our head. Deep breaths. And with your next inhale, you can come down a little bit lower. Place your forehead on your hands if you wish. Really just allowing your lower back and hip, your inner thigh, everything just to release here. Once again, coming up with your forehead, and you're coming back into that start position. Your arms are straight, reaching up through your head. And now we're getting back into that plank position because we're going to do the other side. Reset here in plank, holding your navel back to your spine. Inhale, exhale. On your next inhalation, bring your opposite knee and foot up, crossing them in front of your chest. Now, it's not going to be a straight line, right? It's not going to be in line with your chest, but your foot is going to be angled slightly down towards your opposite hip. And we're sitting up nice and tall. Arms are straight, chin up, and breathe. Exhale down, placing your forehead on your hands if you want to. And once again, lifting your forehead up, straightening out those arms, chin lifts, and breathing. And slowly coming back into plank position, resetting, navel back to spine, and pushing up into downward dog. We're going to slowly bend our knees and bring our knees right down to the mat. Super slow, pushing back into child pose. Coming on up, and we're going to do our spinal rotation. So shifting over to one side. Now, your right foot is tucked under your left hip, okay, or your left glute. Your left foot is crossing over your right knee. Sitting up tall. You'll see it better on the other side. Okay, so you're wrapping your knee with your elbow, placing your left hand on the floor, sitting up tall. Inhale, and exhale, rotate to the left. Now with your next inhale, you're rotating back to center, releasing your elbow from your knee, and we're going to switch sides. So we're just crossing our legs. Now our left foot is coming, placed just under our glute. The right foot is placed up against the left thigh. Sitting up tall, cradling with the elbow. Your right hand comes down by your hip, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, rotate to the right shoulder. Inhale, rotate back to center, release that elbow, and bring your legs to an extended position. Now we're just reaching towards our toes. We're going to stretch out our hamstrings right now. So we're coming up with our hands, reaching towards the sky, and exhaling down, seated forward fold, reaching for those toes and dropping your head down. 3 deep breaths here in this position. Reaching up through the fingers, core is nice and tight as you lift. And drop your hands down to your side. Now we're just going to do a little Pilates move here. We're just going to extend our toes nice and straight. They're pointed. And our legs are straight on either side of our mat. Our arms are outstretched by our sides and we're sitting up nice and tall. We're going to rotate, inhale, exhale, bring the pinky finger down to pinky toe. Inhale, exhale to center. Here we go. Two more like this. Coming center and dropping your arms down. All right, so we're going to just bring our feet back, tucked into our hips. Then turn our toes out in line with our knees. We're going to push up with our hands behind us. We're going to bring one hand to the front and then the other hand to the front. Sitting up nice and tall in this low squat. Your elbows are pressing against your inner thighs. Your hands come to prayer position. Placing your hands down on the mat, and we're going to turn our toes forward, facing towards our feet. We're going to extend our legs out nice and straight while keeping our hands on the mat, just taking that hamstring stretch one more time. Now we're going to press our palms together, coming all the way up to standing. Arms raised, coming down into chair pose. Feet are hip distance apart. We're sinking down, palms pressed, and hold. On your next inhale, come on up. And bring your arms down by your sides and into mountain pose. Toes and heels are touching, hands by your side. Deep breath in. And out. Now, to complement the end of this video, you may place a pillow down right under where your chest will be. Coming down nice and easy, you're just going to allow your hands to relax by your side. Your legs are outstretched, your chest is open. And you're taking some nice deep breaths. Fully relaxing your back. Now you may relax there for about 10 to 15 minutes. Enjoy the relaxation portion. And I hope that you have a wonderful day today and everyone stays healthy, happy, relaxed, stress-free. Thank you so much.